The last 24 hours were pretty boring across the crypto market. Another low volume day, not much happening in terms of price. ADA around 71.50 at the time of filming this video, not making much movement one way or the other. I missed most of the day, was busy in the morning, middle of the day, end of the day. And what I have to say is that although there wasn't much movement in price, it doesn't mean you can't get excited about what's happening for Cardano, because Cardano has really changed a lot over the course of the last year, 2 years. And in fact, it did so many transactions in a single day, it actually outpaced a global payment giant. And this starts changing the discussion around what Cardano can do completely. And we're going to talk about that in this video and how this could affect ADA price. So if you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. Hit that bell again. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So yes, Cardano has done a lot to make advancements and change the way it operates, in terms of efficiency, in terms of cost, in terms of speed. And one of the biggest developments we've seen as of late that has really helped bring about this major scalability for the Cardano ecosystem has been Hydra. And now there hasn't been much discussion of it late. It's been kind of quiet and under the radar, but the biggest proof of concept for this was the Doom tournament that was going on, where we actually breached that million transaction per second theoretical limit, right? But that's not even where things can stop. And in fact, what I thought was very interesting is something that you guys need to hear in this video. I'm gonna play this for you guys.
I had made a really cool transaction visualizer that I saw some people were like literally streaming this thing, where you can just like see all of the transactions across all of the different Hydra heads that we used. It was just like an avalanche of transactions. And after just like 24 hours of that, we had processed 15.5 billion transactions in 24 hours. So it was really crazy. But also such a good demonstration of just how well scaling solutions like Hydra work. Because one of the main strengths of Hydra is that you can scale it up horizontally, so you can spin up multiple Hydra servers or Hydra heads at the same time, depending on what your need is. So we stopped at 1 million, but we didn't have to. We could have kept going, right? Like whatever need we actually had, we could have just kept on spinning up Hydra heads and reached those scaling needs.
Guys, that is such a big deal to be able to reach those kind of levels in terms of transactions, because it really evolves what you can do as a chain. And in fact, there were so many transactions processed in that single day, that over 15 billion transactions, that was more transactions than Visa does in a single day, just for a little bit of context there. So, when we look at some of the other, we'll call them competing blockchains in the crypto space, like RippleNet or XRP Ledger, for example, they're in discussions or potentially in discussions with Swift, trying to replace Swift as a payment network here in the US. Now you need to start having the questions, why not Cardano? Why isn't Cardano in this same discussion? And frankly, I think it should be. Now, again, this isn't a dog, XRP or Ripple or anything like that. I own XRP. But the point I'm trying to make is when we talk about Cardano in terms of, big infrastructure in the US for government, big infrastructure in the world for enterprises, you need to start having those conversations, because it can do it. But not only that, but it can do it with perfect uptime, perfect security. I mean, that's cheap transactions. That's exactly what you want, right? Now, just for a little bit of context here, one of the fastest blockchains in all of crypto, Solana, how many transactions do they do per day? 50, 60, 70 million transactions per day. It's a pretty long way off of 15.5 billion. And that 70 million transactions per day, that's done with downtime, that's done with congestion, that's done with failed transactions. So the more that time goes on, the more developments that take place, the more Cardano is looking like the blockchain of the future, the one that everything truly has an opportunity to run on, the one that everything may be running on just several years down the road. But understand that, this doesn't mean that boom, we're the winner. I think it's going to be a winner, right? But this means that it's still going to take time to integrate. All right. Enterprises, they don't just boom, flip a switch and they're on. Governments, boom, don't flip a switch and they're on. It takes time to get these different things rolled out. But what you're seeing is continued proof that Cardano has had this incredible foresight to prepare for the future. All right. To be able to prepare for these big times of blockchain adoption that are coming, the big times of blockchain demand. Right now, it's kind of the fact-finding phase for a lot of these different entities, again, governments, enterprises, whoever it may be. And then we're going to see a rollout phase where you actually do start seeing a lot of this infrastructure begin to roll out on chain. There's a reason that Cardano already has big uses. All right. And it's only going to get bigger as time goes on, as there's more advancements within the chain, right? And again, fully decentralized blockchain is a pretty darn big deal when you're talking about all these different things. Now, just for a little bit of context as far as, what ADA could run to, and I'm not saying this is going to happen, but for example, Visa is a $658 billion market cap. All right. I'm not saying that that's where we're going to go, but you can see the value potential in what Cardano is doing. Even if it just flips a switch, it becomes a major payment network here in the US, boom, you have a potential $600 billion market cap. But hopefully people are starting to connect the dots of what Cardano is doing and these advancements that are taking place. They just continue to get better and better and better over time. They continue to be more prepared than all these other different blockchains. Instead of, playing catch up, they have been proactive. They have been ahead of the curve. And I think that is what is, again, going to make Cardano a big winner over time. So I appreciate you guys as always. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below, but have a great day. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care.